Here we go again. Just when some positivity was building around the place and an optimistic eye was being cast to the future, Clearlake Capital go hurtling full pelt back to the drawing board. Mauricio Pochettino leaving will make it 6 different managers in less than 2 years when next season rolls around, a record that would make Roman Abramovich blush.
But while the oligarch was keeping Chelsea's HR department busy by regularly handing out P45s, he was also regularly delivering world-class players in the hope of instant silverware. There was no Vision 2030, talk of players as financial assets or ridiculous 8-year contracts that hamstring the club.
Hiring and firing worked under the previous regime because Chelsea had a spine of world-class talent that they were always looking to improve upon, not a group of players who looked light years away from the top teams in the land. Read more on Chelsea Deja Blue bookies / odds of McKenna as he joins De Zerbi as fave to replace Pochettino Blues the daddy. 7 bosses who could replace Poch including McKenna after shock exit. Maybe the availability of gaining another Brighton asset, Roberto De Zerbi, was too good an opportunity to pass up, or maybe there is a master plan that we are not yet privy to.
Mauricio Pochettino was far, very far, from perfect. He made consistently baffling team selections, his substitutions seem to be planned months in advance, and he has an awful propensity to throw away leads and points by getting the team crawl back into the, rather leaky, defensive shell. The Argentine, in my opinion, cost Chelsea the Carabao Cup and a place in the FA Cup final by being overly cautious and negative, bottling it as rival fans would say.
The Blues were on top in both of those games for long periods but lacked the killer instinct to finish the job. Most red in football hats off Luton release 14 players including long-serving star in ruthless squad. Cole take it as Red Man United will sack Erik ten Hag after FA Cup final even if they beat Man City. Ten Hag latest Man United to sack manager after FA Cup final. Parch lined up as a replacement. Mo Salon most disliked player welcome Salah to slap head club after shock new look. Pochettino's Chelsea record. Mauricio Pochettino had just started to turn Chelsea around.
An impressive run of end-of-season form saw the Blues leapfrog the likes of Manchester United and Newcastle to finish 6th in the Premier League, and earn a Europa League spot. But it wasn't enough to keep him in a job, as it was announced on Tuesday evening that the Argentine had left.
Here are all Pochettino's Stamford Bridge stats. Premier League 6th FA Cup, semi-finals, lost to Man City. Carabao Cup, runners-up, lost to Liverpool. Total record, games 51 wins 26 draws 11 defeats 14 goals for 103 goals against 74. Some blame can be laid at the feet of the players, but both performances saw clear tactical shifts and negative substitutions from Parch that cost the team. He was not necessarily the man that was eventually going to deliver titles and restore the glory days.
Mauricio Pochettino leaves Chelsea despite promising end to season as Blues line up 4 potential new bosses. But here's the thing Clearlake and everyone else knew when they appointed him. Parch is excellent at working with young and developing young players. Since that FA Cup semi-final defeat to Man City and the embarrassing 5-0 capitulation to Arsenal within the space of a couple of days, Chelsea have won 5 of 6 games and, more importantly, something really clicked in their performances.
Without Enzo Fernandez, what a piece of business that is looking. By the way, Chelsea have been playing their best football of the season and managed, somehow, to steal 6th position. The back four looked stronger. Moses Caicedo finally looked like he could be a £100 million footballer one day. The irony is not lost on me, and both Nicholas Jackson and Mark Cucurella, among others, looked like they had turned a real corner. Cole Palmer became the jewel in the crown on Poch's watch, and Chelsea looked like a one-man team for most of the season.
But recent performances had us believing that 1 or 2 good signings in the summer, and some better injury luck, could see us back in the top 4 and competing for trophies. But now, who knows? The only thing that would appease Chelsea fans is Todd Boehly, Bedad Eghbali and company grovelling at the feet of Thomas Tuchel, another man Clearlake didn't see eye to eye with, and righting that wrong.
Read more Sun STORIESHELPING hand 8 little known schemes that can save you up to £4,000 on energy bills. Tough time. Geordie Shore star Aaron Chalmers and ex-Talia share major update on baby son. Whether Tuchel would come back is one thing, whether a manager of his profile, ambitious and demanding, would want to work with this young and unproven squad is entirely another. One thing is for sure, though. If Clearlake carry on down this road, they'll need a rebrand to Vision 2060.
Who could be the next Chelsea manager? Here are the 7 names in the running to replace Mauricio Pochettino after his shock exit from Chelsea. Roberto De Zerbi. The Italian left Brighton at the end of the season after a year and a half in charge.
He was linked with a host of top jobs earlier in the campaign, but a difficult run of results saw him fall out of contention for the likes of Liverpool. De Zerbi's attacking, front foot style would be popular at Stamford Bridge. Kieran McKenna, the former Manchester United assistant, has led Ipswich to back-to-back promotions from League One to the Premier League.
That has seen his stock shoot through the roof, and he may be tempted to jump ship for a big job. Enzo Maresca was Pep Guardiola's assistant at Manchester City and has worked wonders at Leicester, settling the ship to send the Foxes back to the Premier League at the first attempt.
Appointing a Pep disciple has turned Arsenal into title contenders, so it could work for Chelsea too. Hansi Flick was one of football's most in-demand managers after winning the Champions League with Bayern Munich.
But it all went wrong in his next role, becoming the first manager ever to be sacked by Germany. Now he's ready to return and could be a smart move for the Blues. Sebastian Hoeneß. Chelsea fans may not have heard of him, but Hoeneß is Germany's next big thing.
Hoeneß has transformed Stuttgart from relegation candidates to the second-best team in the Bundesliga, finishing above Bayern Munich. Only invincible Bayer Leverkusen got in the way of a miracle. Michel Sanchez has worked wonders with Little Girona in Spain.
The Minnows were right in the La Liga title race at Christmas before watching Real Madrid shoot into the distance. but they ran illustrious Catalan neighbours Barcelona all the way for second and are guaranteed a spot on the Champions League.
Reports in Spain say that has caught Chelsea's attention. Jose Mourinho, still adored by fans at Stamford Bridge, who never warmed to former Spurs boss Pochettino, Mourinho would be a popular pick. Winner of 3 Premier League with the Blues across 2 topsy-turvy spells, could he be the man to take Chelsea back to the top?